What's happening, Shredder Nation? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Shred Your Body, episode number 47. Probably hands down one of my favorite, or going to be my favorite episodes. 47 weeks in a row, we've shown up with this call, interview after interview, sharing a life that has been changed physically, emotionally, sharing the empowerment, sharing the proof of concept of a year ago what people thought was this wacko jacko concept of all these bozos running around saying eat some meat, eat some butter, eat some salt, get rid of all that crap. And now we look back to we look back and we can laugh, and you see the entire board kind of smirking because the lives that have been impacted, what we've been able to see, how our own lives have been impacted, and we'll share a little bit of that tonight. But tonight is so special for me because ER Shred, Sean and I, we did a call last night. We announced the official registered trademark of ER Shred. That is a huge deal to us. It's that freaking important. A long time ago, Sean, he kind of cringed, and I said, this by hands down is the best freaking health protocol that I have ever seen. And now, after everything, we can protect that.
That's not what you said, bro. I wouldn't cringe at that. What you said was, this is the best nutritional protocol ever devised in the history of the world, and it's going to be reaching millions of people. And I was like, what did you
say? That's actually awesome. How I say it. And it's funny, you reminded me, I believe that statement more today than I even believed it when I said it then. I believe it more today because of results speak for themselves. The testimonials that come in, I mean, they are beyond anything that I've seen. When I talk to somebody like Susan, who's been in this profession for 40 years, there's stuff like she's never seen. All of her professionals, people that you guys have all talked to. I mean, we're talking years of us all combined being in this industry. And it's just been mind-blowing for all of us. So tonight, first of all, you all are very, very special. I thought of how the hell can I introduce this board? Well, the board's such a very special part of the ER Shred community because we're here to protect that space for everyone, here to make sure that, the simplicity of this beautiful system and this culture remains pure. And to us, that's really, what this is, giving power back to the people. And every single person on this call has played such a vital part of the growth of the ER Shred. Like, I personally believe that we would not be anywhere even close to where we're at. Wouldn't you agree, Sean? Without each and every single member of this board. And I'm sad that Crystal can't be here because she's played such a role, but she got sick. So I want to make sure that we recognize her as well. But seriously, thank you to every single one of you. Heather and her Shredducator skills. I mean, without her, we wouldn't have the organization. We wouldn't have the ease of access to all of our documents. We wouldn't have new people where they didn't even have to think about anything. All they had to do was click, boom, and they have stuff. And that's all because of you, Heather. The energy you bring, the excitement you bring in your life and DJing. I mean, it's been awesome. Susan, I talk about you all the time, sister from another mister, but damn, 40 years of studying the human body and how it works, and coaching people and going on your own life mission and sharing that with us and stepping into your power to where I know you serve from the heart, and your goal is just to help people. And I've been working with you for over 6.5 years. And it's so cool that we finally connected on this life project that just fills that missing void. And you're such a blessing to everyone, and what you bring, it's so amazing. And Adam, dude, you're fucking just awesome, man. You're seriously, like, I consider you a brother. I can't wait till we can hang out more. Like, you're just the guy that I'm like, I watch all your posts. I watch your kids growing up. I watch them walking. I mean, I see crazy your life and how you guys act. And I might not be there to comment, but dude, I'm watching. You're just the epitome of what this whole culture is. And you're a dad, you're a family guy, you're a business guy. You actually give a shit about people. You care about helping community. You give back the hard work that you do. You're not selfish. You continuously give. You have an act of marketing and a way of sharing to help other people. And it's just such a beautiful thing. And we're so happy to have you. And Bob, Dan, what do I say about you? I mean, the years that you bring, of you and I didn't know you before this. I knew of you. Same with Adam, but the brotherhood that we've been able to build, and what you bring to the board, and the amazingness you have in the marketing and the way that you can make it so it's not sleazy and sly and it's so simple for the average person. That is such a beautiful freaking gift. And when we can combine all of this together, Sean, I talk too much about you. I love you, so everybody's heard me say about you. But you and Crystal had the balls, to say, let's go. And you reached out, and we kind of did this, and we're so fortunate to have brought these people, right, from all walks. And we say one team, this is everybody has a place. Everybody has a place here. And it's such an amazing thing to be a part of. And I know you guys probably feel the same way, but I just had to tell each and every one of you that. It was on my heart all day today, thinking of it. And I'm just so grateful for every one of you. So we'll start there. How's that? You got anything to say to that, Sean, before we go further? You're muted.
I would just echo what you said. And I don't think anybody realizes the time that Heather's put in. I wish I could just pay her for it. And one day I hope to just do something. And really she deserves a couple $100,000 is what she deserves.
Yeah.
That's the kind of work.
Way more than educator pay. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the coolest thing is, we've done all of this and everybody serves, I mean, again, Adam, I don't know how you do it. I know your wife's a superhero and she plays a big part, and you guys play this beautiful team role. It's beautiful to see, but everybody, and you too, Heather, everybody has their own life and they do your own thing. Bob, you got, children and a wife, and everybody's doing their own thing, but yet we bring such love to this. And this is where this is what I think is the beauty of the ER Shred, is it's the service level of foundation that we all can bring, because, all of us volunteer to do this. All of us are, professionals in our own way, but it brings so much joy and so much love to watch other people succeed and finally be able to just feel human again. Is what my thing is. Like, I think that's the greatest gift ever. Adam with no pain, and Bob without the bloating. I mean, he's ripped. The older he gets, the more ripped he gets. It's just so freaking cool to watch this, and all these other people. So it's so cool. So, listen, let's do this real quick, and then I want to have a lot of fun stuff and be spontaneous. But Heather, real quick, sum up in literally I know it's hard, but sum up in 60 seconds if you can. Over the last year, what is the ER Shred meant to your life, and how has it changed your life for you?
Sure, you put me on the bell to start, right?
For sure.
Give me a time limit. Honestly, there's so much that it has done for me. Number one, I'm always an educator, and it's given me a new path to be able to do that. So it's inspired me in that fashion, because 2020 had killed my passion for teaching. And then you guys came out with this in October, and I was skeptical at first, and then I jumped in October. And I think by December, Sean had added me to the leadership chat. And then all of a sudden the guides start coming and organization starts coming, because I had a new release for that passion that I've had for so many years that was just so dulled by everything that happened, which was a really nice thing. And because of you and because of Susan, I've learned so much around the health side of it as well, which has given me that power, not only as an educator, because I'm looking at that stuff from my teacher job as well, but as a parent. So now you guys see him. He's in here all the time. The little man who's always trying to show his muscles with Jesse and compete with him. That change in him has changed. And I'm playing with him. And I ran a mile this weekend, and it was just like, wow, I actually did something. So it's made a shift for me in that way.
For sure. And do you find, I mean, for you, I know we always talk about the empowerment aspect. What would you say is the one thing that really stands out for you that drastically shifted in your life? If you can pinpoint even two, maybe one or two things that's like, holy wow, like this actually is like.
So one, I would say physical. I've given up the scale.
Yeah.
and that's thanks to you. Empowerment, I finally see my value.
Yeah.
That I'm actually asking for what I feel that I'm worth. And I would never speak up for myself on that. And a few things have come up recently that I'm saying, I'm not doing this unless I can get this, because this is what my time is worth. So if you feel that I am here, this is my value. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. It's so cool too, because if you look back to the beginning, because you've been with us obviously so long, Sean and I talk about this a lot too. We look back on people and we're like, wow, look at like the new light. You know what I mean? Like the whole new light and life that they bring every day. It's so crazy how big of an impact, Bob, same thing for you, Baro. What you're on mute, by the way, so you got to mute yourself. But what would you say, Bob? I mean, for you, I look at you and I'm just like, it's still jaw dropping to me. It's crazy when I look at like you before and you when you like fully committed to like the raw butter machine that you are today. I think actually if I look in the group, you're probably my biggest competition. I don't think people understand how much butter I consume on a daily basis. It might make people throw up, but I think you, out of all people, you might got to run out. So, what would you say, Bob? This has changed a lot for you. What would you say the two biggest things are that it's been able to shift in your life and in the depth and empowerment that you've been able to see?
Well, Sean did a great job of painting the vision early on, what he wanted to accomplish. I think the biggest thing for me, it's a rebirth. It's because the fact that I experienced something that was so extraordinary that I have a new before and after picture. I literally feel as if I was an imposter with the old system only because it stopped working for me to the degree that I wanted it to. I had that extra bloat. I just accepted a less than, like, okay, this is just what it is. I'm 58. It's not going to get any better than this. And that 11-day initial ER shred for me was such a mind blower that I got very excited. And then I listened to you, Jesse, listened to Sean. As soon as my body started kicking into more of a fat adaptive state, I remember calling Jesse up saying, I'm a little concerned here. I started having like a couple tablespoons of butter, but I'm all of a sudden, how much butter do you have? And how much butter can I have? But it's exciting. I think the fact that if you can see it within yourself and you can see that change, your belief system goes to the roof. And now with that newfound energy and excitement, I know we have something super special that we can now take to the rest of the community that is isogenics and into the world, as you said. And this is as good as it gets. I've never seen anything work this well for so many. So I'm super jacked. I mean, totally different person I am today than I was a year ago.
For sure. Adam, my man. I'm kind of curious because for you, I love how everybody has their own story. And for you, yours blows me away on such a different level because knowing your past and all the surgeries that you've had and the chronic inflammation and pain, and for you to kind of finally make that, I've literally been able to watch you put that aha connection together. And I remember when I had it and you're like, holy shit, like I can actually control a lot of this without these pills, without this stuff. And granted, it's not the magic cure, but share with people. I mean, I know that's been a big thing for you. What other things share
man,
what brings you?
Absolutely. So it's been a year. It's been a full year for me as well. I mean, I got started right when I saw Sean doing his lives, and it really got me connected. And the one thing that he said that really got me going and really got me watching was when he said, throw your log on this bonfire and let's just make it big and bright, and then more people will come. And it just resonated. I was like, man, that makes so much sense. Why am I trying to start a fire over here with 2 sticks when there's a big, huge fire already happening?
Yeah.
So that's what got me going. And then, the protocol was something that you're going to tell me I can eat as much meat and bacon and butter and salt as I want and not feel, deprived. Sure, I'll try it. And most of you know my story. I'll try anything to feel better, no matter what. And so I gave it my all. And
there's these thing called coffee enemas. You ever done one?
I have not done a coffee enema. No, I have not. But I do know people that have.
I swear to you, though. I swear to you, bro.
Might as well put some butter in there too, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, most people on this call probably know my backstory even a little bit, where, you know, I struggle with injuries and surgeries and inflammation and things like that. Being a former athlete, or excuse me, a former professional athlete, you're always an athlete. And I struggled with it on a daily basis. I still do to this day. And like you said, Jesse, no, it's not a magic. It's never going to be gone forever. But at least now I know I can control it. Guys, I was a carb addict and I didn't even realize it. I mean, I'm talking chips, I'm talking bread, and like sandwiches all the time, but good stuff on the sandwiches. But I still had what Bob, you know, that bloat, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I told my wife, I was like, man, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. What's going on? And then you guys saw my first first before and day 5 picture. It was like totally different. I was swollen and then I wasn't.
Yeah.
And man, this has been the easiest protocol that I've ever followed. And the most delicious. And, you know, we eat like kings and queens on this, right?
Yeah.
And there's no deprivation. And when your body tells you, okay, look, you know, build relationships online and stuff like that, and use that to a benefit. Without this, I would have never known that I was even interested in that. Just like Heather was saying, she needed a release. Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. I had twins in 2020, in the middle of 2020. In the middle of 2020, I had twins. Okay, now they're 16 months, 17 months old. I needed something. All the gyms were closed. I had nothing to do. So I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for you guys, and hundreds and hundreds of people on my team alone are happy that they found this as well.
Yeah, I love it, and it just goes to show. I mean, you have all this, and you know this is why we needed you too, because you just all this new stuff you get. This is what I was trying to tell people. You learn it all, and you instantly share. Like what if people are willing to receive it, you're there to help, you're there to support, you're there to give, you're there to, I mean, it's just so cool. And for me, you've mastered the balance, you know, for what you want in life and what you're doing. And this is where it's so cool, because where we say, you know, my food could be your poison. You know, my tweaks are a little different than yours based on my goals for my life and what I do with training and such. And yours match yours perfect. And when I watch you online, you know, I'm just like, they just nail it. Like it's never too deep. It's never too far. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I do that, but you do it. You know what I mean? And it's cool because it also shows, like, I love ER Shred because for me, and Susan can agree to this, it's not about just telling people what to do. It's not about just saying, you know, do this, just eat this, just eat this. If you understand the depth, which is what I'm hoping that you're understanding from all these people's different stories that have been with us for so long, what they experience and what they see with others, you realize, like, you start to learn, and that learning is the empowerment. That learning is the stuff. So
and to touch on that real quick, I mean, this is my opportunity to give back what's been given to me. Right? Yeah. I didn't know that I was good at what I'm good at now. But it's my opportunity to give back to Heather for the enormous amount of time and value she's given all of us. I mean, I can literally copy and paste and make a website within 1 minute and 27 seconds. And it's all her work.
Yeah.
And then I pass that along. I've made 138 websites for my team.
Wow.
138 websites for my team, all with their recommended carts. And then they can duplicate it, and they say, hey, I got somebody that wants duplication. And so I just duplicate it. Yeah. So that's my way of giving back. And if somebody wants it within ER Shred or now whatever, I'm happy to do that because that's what I can give.
That's
and
awesome.
It's just been fantastic.
That's freaking cool. Adam, how many pounds of meat would you say you've eaten over the last year?
Let's see, 365 days. What is that? 700 and at least 2 pounds a day, at least.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a lot, man.
That's a lot, man.
It's a lot.
That's
you
a
know how
lot.
many times I've been on the scale? Twice.
Oh, wow.
See?
I've been on the
Awesome.
scale maybe twice, and that was just to see. And
Yeah.
you know, I got on the scale after the first 11 day. I was 185.
Yeah.
I got on the scale the other day. I'm 185.
Yeah. I hope people are
That
seeing
makes
up in that top right hand corner, Susan, you know, the coach in her, when you said you've only been on the scale twice, her jaw just dropped because she knows, like I do, that doesn't exist usually. Like we're seeing things that just don't exist. You know what I mean? Like for one, like you're actually still living after almost 1,000 pounds of red meat. I mean, I've watched you cook it.
Right. And butter and salt.
I swear you've shown me every steak that you've pulled out of that cow's ass.
Gotta throw
from
it
your
out there,
friend.
man. And guys,
And-
look, I also I go to Rite Aid I'd say every 4 weeks to get my blood pressure checked, just in case. Right?
Yeah.
Just in case. And
I thought you were going to say you go to Rite
Guy
Aid
with
and
the
get
long
your
hair is lying to me.
no, because you know how they got that cuff? They got the cuff over there by the pharmacy. So I go get it checked. I'm like, shit, I got to get it checked.
Yeah, that's
Everything
the
I've been
most.
taught
I heard a
is
study.
totally
There's a
different.
study, and that's the most heavily infected, COVID-19 infestation arm sleeve in the world. But okay,
I don't care.
He
But
brings-
it's always like 90 over 70.
dude,
That's
you don't. Sean doesn't. I mean, Sean should know. He's got like a massive, like, you know, flock like you do. I swear, you probably have like spray. Like you just pull it out of like a bag, right? I would assume you have like a bag, a kid's bag. You just pull out a spray and spray your arm when you leave the
What are you
store.
talking
No big
about?
deal. Hey Bob.
I don't even
Bob.
know.
Bob, I know you. I know how your mind works, and I know you started seeing numbers. I know you probably calculated, but how much butter do you think you consume on a daily basis these days? Have you calculated to figure it out? Because you keep asking me, and I want to see where you're at.
How much is the block of butter you get at Costco? Is that a pound?
the Kerrygold.
You know what I'm saying? The block of butter that we
I think
get at
they're
Costco.
I don't know.
Half pound, a pound?
I think
I'm
it's
going
a
through
half
almost.
pound.
Okay, it's pretty
Yeah, those.
close to 3/4. Yeah, one of
There
those
you go.
blocks. Okay, exactly. I
It
go through about
is
3/4 of a block a
8
day.
ounces. 8 ounces.
Holy shit.
So 6 ounces? But I'm
Three
giving some of it else. Oh, that's 3 ounces.
quarters. Three. I just want to make
It's
sure.
well, it's well over a stick. You know, like your traditional
Yeah.
sticks. It's
Hold
well
on.
over that a day.
Hold
Yeah,
on a
I'm
second.
probably going.
No,
No, but I got
a stick is 4 ounces.
Right.
How many,
So
how many
I'm
ounces of
going
those?
through. I probably do 4 ounces myself a day. I do a stick of butter a day, maybe a little bit more. I mean, Allison gets my butter coffee in the morning. She'd die if she knew how much butter and coconut oil I put in there, but she's having some of it.
So Bob, hold on. I just want to make sure. Hold on a second. I turned 42 this year, so I want to make sure that my shit's still thinking straight. Bob, you're how old?
I turned 60 December 15th, so I'm 59
60.
3/4.
60. Adam, you're how old?
Well, if we're doing 3/4 and if we're doing fractions, I'm about like
I win.
45 and a half.
I love
I'm
how
holding on
our,
to 59.
I love how our board is all grown adults, but yet we still have inner children that have to adjust to the 3/4 and the halfies. I love you guys
45
so
going
much.
on 46.
But Susan, I just want to make sure, because you know you've heard a lot of people tell you stories and talk over the years. 40 years, that's a long time of coaching. I just want to make sure that from a functional medicine holistic thing, I'm hearing this right. We have a 60-year-old. We have a guy with, you know, massive injury and a lot of stress from kids and life and everything. And one dude just told me he ate over 700 pounds of red meat in the course of a year. Another guy at 60 who looks like he's dropped 10 years in age over the last year since I've personally gotten to meet him and know him better. He's just told me that he eats 3/4 of like a giant stick of grass-fed butter every day. I swear did I hear that shit right, Susan? Are they still are they actually still living? Are they?
Those myths are dead, baby.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
And don't forget the salt that I have every day.
The salt, that's crazy.
Oh,
The salt I need every day. We're forgetting that component of it too.
Yeah, for sure. Susan, I know for you, you and I speak a lot. We talk about the empowerment. We talk about how, I mean, we're still kind of blown away, what's been the drastic differences that you've seen from that clinical standpoint and from your herbalist standpoint, your holistic standpoint, this mission you've been on for really decades now of helping people in all different ways after you've battled and went through this massive thing yourself, which you still always are in balance with. What's been your biggest aha takeaway from the ER shred in the whole thing as it is?
Well, this whole thing, and of course, it's affected me deeply. It's almost like I was thinking about it today. It's almost like a dream because my whole career, at least the last 26 years of it, have been about this vision for people. And then the frustration of never being able to get them there to what I saw for them, the potential for their wellness, for their health, for their mindset.
Yeah.
And to watch that come into fruition at this time in my life is so rewarding. And it's crazy because I know a lot of you, well, we all feel the same way. I would do this for free. And seeing these people come alive and then listening to Adam, which I think, Adam, didn't you put up a post the other day where you actually took a jog?
Yeah. So, it was crazy.
I mean, my heart, that's what this is about, changing people's lives. And it's such a simple protocol. And I was just thinking before the call, it's like if I were going to manifest what I intended in my career, this would be it, and seeing what's happening for these people. And then it's just a joy to contribute to this community. And I've never been a writer or anything like that, but I'm just like, I go to bed and I get these ideas and, this creativity. And a year ago, I was burnt out. I have people whining at me. Nah, I can't do that. They don't want to take a vitamin D. So I was burnt out. I was snippy. I was like done, unmotivated. And then all of a sudden, in the matter of 11 days, it changed. And then, of course, the minute I came alive, okay, it's always about taking that outward. It's always been about it being expansive with it and sharing it and paying it forward. And that too that's been an interesting dynamic because I watch myself, the nurse in me, with certain people, like with that 80-year-old couple, I'm like, am I going to kill them? You know what I mean? And then there's certain people, like I know, okay, if I say the salt and the butter to them, they're going to be like, and then just having the faith that I'm standing in front of them, so vital and alive. And then the other thing I did during the pandemic, and I was having shoulder pain, but after the ER shred, I was just like, and it was last year. So I was 64. I'm like, okay, let me go to Orange Theory, which is high intensity interval training, which has been intimidating to me. So two things happened. I got rid of the fear to go, and I went and I killed it.
Yeah.
And that also was empowering, because I can do hard things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you've shared so many experiences too of people that you've been able to help, right? This is what I love about not just our board. I mean, we all ooze this, but it comes naturally to us. Like, how can we not share this with people? It's like, shame on us. It's our obligation. You know what I mean? Like, we are freaking...
I want to say one of the things.
We are the fire extinguishers, Sean calls it, the lightning in the bottle, that whatever the hell people need. You know what I mean? Like, how can we not? But what have you been able to realize too? You just shared amazing things about confidence and empowerment. You've shared a lot with people you've helped. Has that been a big difference that you've been able to notice going this route versus all the other routes we've tried over the years? Is people gaining that mind control?
I'm fascinated with the mindset. And it's so interesting because me and Sean have talked about what was I going to bring to the group. I still haven't answered that yet, but it sort of landed around mindset. And the other thing that's so interesting about this, is like the weight loss is like, and I know it's so important. It's so important to so many people, but it's like, I don't even see that. It's like the other things, like this guy shredding his anxiety and things that are really, really life changing for people. And then there's a lot of people, they don't even know what they're doing for their health. You know, like we have people in this group that were walking a path and they completely changed that path. So that's where I get like, oh my God. And yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything so efficient. And then the mindset, like that's what I call it, the happiness factor.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that that's part of what is bringing people back? Because I know you and I have talked about, like, in all the years we've coached, it's always been like the biggest struggle has been like trying to, like get people back. It's like you're constantly like throwing the fishing reel and trying to hook them and bring them back in and trying to get them to realize like how important their health is. You know what I mean? How health is their greatest wealth. How, if you have that, it truly can help with all other aspects of life. Like, what do you think's been that biggest thing?
Well, I think for the people that come alive, and there is a dynamic of people who are so, I'm watching someone now do the ER shred that's so stressed and so detached from their body and their life that they'll probably miss the benefits. But for most people, there's a euphoria that goes with this. Yeah. So like that, it's like any other addiction. That feels good. I'm going back. I told Heather this morning, I feel so good. I wish I had a unicorn onesie to walk around in. I mean, seriously. So am I going to stop this? No. And I think that's so for a lot of people that it's changed their life in such a powerful way that it's going to keep bringing them back.
Speaking of that, I got a question for all of you, actually, and I'll just start with you, Susan. But how would you rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 in the dumps, 10 being like, you're doing cartwheels, you're a little schoolgirl, like I always talk about me and Sean, being like that feeling, right? How would you rate your overall passion for what you were doing, your goals in the industry, and your business before ER Shred? And then how would you now rate it after?
3 before, and like, I don't know, 100 now. I'm all in.
So you were like schlumpy dumpy, and now you're like rocket woman. You're like the next person like going to outer space.
Well, I've told you, I was like in this place. I'm aging out. I'm not relevant. Nobody's listening to me. I can't do this anymore. So yeah. And what changed?
Now, the mindset. Now you get to literally exude your superpowers that we all knew that were in you, and have your magical place. So, Adam, what about you, brother? From a business standpoint, from life standpoint, what was your overall and now?
So again, I mean, back to what I said before, I was searching for something when I started seeing Sean's lives. And what are y'all laughing at? You think this is funny? I'm being sincere.
I know. No, we're a bunch of immature children. That's all.
Yes. Yeah, that's clear. It's all good. So yeah, I was searching for something. My business was, I was starting to get out of it. And I actually told myself and my wife, I said, look, if something doesn't happen soon, we're going to have to, reevaluate and replan and retool and see what else is going on. Because I've reinvented myself many times. I can do it again. And then I saw this, and I got the experience from the first 11 days. Yeah. And now it's just, like I said, it's gained me so much more confidence in learning new things. Just like Susan said about Orange Theory, I didn't know what a ClickFunnels was before ER Shred. And I was scared to learn it. And now I'm pretty, adept to it. Yeah. And, it's teaching my team. So yeah, I went from a 3 to a 10, easy.
Yeah. It's exciting because I remember you sharing that with me too in the beginning. How you were looking for so long, you know what I mean? And it was, I think we're all here for, Sean and I talk about this a lot, is that we've all gone through these journeys, and every one of our journeys is our own journey, right? And then it's we find this place, and I think we're all here at the right time for the right reason. Believe it or not believe it, the faster I think you believe it, the better life starts to be. The universe it's some powerful shit. You know what I mean? And the more you put good into it and get out there, and surround yourself. I mean, when I look and they say, surround yourself with, you guys are ridiculous. Surround yourself with, the best tribe. I look at this board and it's like, all right, I'm in a pretty damn good place in life right now. And I know for you, being that family guy and wanting to be there, and really work your ass off and be present, but still have that time. I know that means so much to you, and to be able to see that gift. The ER Shred can give gifts in so many ways. I believe it can do it for no matter really what you're looking for. I truly believe that, and I know it starts with health. Health is our greatest wealth, and with that, we find the power to do a lot. And be able to watch you have that over the last year, for me as your friend, it seriously brings so much freaking joy to me.
Thanks,
Yeah. Like
it's been great.
I've been able to watch you literally get it back. You know what I mean?
I thought I was going to have to do something else. I really did. I mean, 2020 took its toll on everybody. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Nobody was excluded for that.
Yeah.
But there was a quote I saw somebody put on social media. The old cliche is, hey, we're on the same boat. And then somebody said, no, I think that's a bad way to look at it. We're not all in the same boat. We all are in the same storm, but perhaps different boats. It could be a yacht, could be a dinghy, could be somewhere in between. And depending on that, could be the severity of the storm.
Yeah.
And so it's just been fantastic. And for me to be able to learn something new, and to not only learn something new, but to erase so much dogmatic principles that we've been indoctrinated with since since before we were born, right? Weight is health, number one. Meat, butter, salt, bad. Number whole bunch of number twos.
Yeah.
And it's just been fantastic. And then to be, hooked up with all of you guys, and then all of the other, instructional material that we've been able to learn, Fat Fiction, that sugar film, all the stuff that Susan posts, all the stuff that everybody posts, that, it's just been awesome. And I come from a, athletic, health-related background. And this is all fantastic.
Yeah. I love it. I feel like Adam's like broken free tonight again.
I
feel that he's back. He's back in the groove. Bob, you are our share the shred master, genie, if you will. Tell us. Adam just talked about how it relit him. First off, where was your passion before? Where is it now? And what have been the greatest, like, what's been that thing that you've been able to notice within people, and what the ER Shred's been able to kind of bring?
I mean, I was the Walking Dead. I mean, I was in a really bad place a year ago last summer, and Sean knows that. And I had given up in terms of my belief in this industry, in this business. I was frustrated. 2020, Adam hit it right on the nail on the head. I mean, it was awful for all of us. But I lost my enthusiasm for this. I lost my enthusiasm for making a difference, or thinking that I could make a difference. And so when I came alive, Susan's right. I mean, the mental aspect of this changed me more than anything. Yes, I was telling Sean, I'm in the best shape I've been in since I was 20. I mean, that's insane. That was almost 40 years ago for me to get down to how lean I am right now. That holds nothing compared to my mental mindset in terms of how I feel about people, how my outlook has changed, the creativity. I wake up in the morning, jumping out of bed, ready to go. Like, what can we do? And I'm excited about life. And it's like, I'm almost thinking, damn, I'm 60. I wish this hit me when I was 40, but I'm thrilled that I'm 60 and I have this level of energy and I feel as good as I did when I was 20.
Yeah.
Now it's just a process of sharing this with others because it's almost too good to be true.
Yes.
Hard to put into words. You don't have a clue until you come alive, as Lenny says. Until you get that feeling, there's just nothing like this. And I'm just feeling so lucky to be with you guys, to be able to stay in touch with Sean, to be able to finally go, damn, Adam did that thing that I want to do. And, you guys, Adam jumped in from the very first week. I came in that second week of October, but it was my wife that said, hey, let's do this. I know you want to do it. And then when my doctor said, oh, my God, your blood test is phenomenal. What are you doing? I'm like, you're not going to believe this shit. I mean, this is what I'm doing. And then, of course, I've taken more tests, but every time I've taken another test, it keeps improving. How good can it get? I have no idea. I've only done this for 12 months. It might get even better than it is. But again, going back, I will take the mindset, attitude, turning off the news. Basically, I'm a changed person, totally 100,000%. And you can't measure that. I mean, I'm just excited about life. And I was The Walking Dead a year ago. Yeah. Before Ear Shred.
Yeah. Wow. I love this. And just so you guys know, I love, all the things that you guys are touching on. The reason I know your guys' stories, pretty well. These are things that if people, are just tuning in or whatever, you can literally come to our group, which by the way is free, www.ershutters.com, and see for yourself, hundreds to thousands of other people literally with the same experiences, the same stories, their own life changes, but it's around the mindset, the empowerment, the weight, the inches, the one of the coolest things that I love, Sean, you and I have struggled for many years, and we've shared with each other about inner self-love, you know what I mean? Finding peace within ourselves and just feeling whole, you know what I mean? One of the things that I'm most grateful for is the fact of how much we've been able to see that happen in this community. When somebody starts with health and realizes the power that it has. Susan, I know you love this too, right? Like that functional base that find that thing and come get lit up, and that confidence that goes over into life. And then people start to literally say, I love myself. I love myself. And dude, that is so powerful. Like the mental well-being, the mental health of people, how that helps manage days and life. And I'm so grateful that the ER Shred's been able to help people with that. You know what I mean? And we can turn this into something that's not just this little cliche diet, right, Sean? And not this thing, because we talked about that at the beginning, how that was, we don't want that ever to happen. Remember, we've had many conversations on this. What's your thoughts on? I mean, I know your passion level. I didn't let you speak much tonight because you and I went off last night. We wanted to highlight everybody and really kind of dive in and share these guys. But what would you say your passion level was before and now after?
I think it's the same thing. What happened to me is what happened to each of you. I think I went from being interested, as in, I'm involved, I'm present. No, I'm not really present. It's almost like I'm here and I want to show up, but I'm not capable. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's like if you've ever seen that movie called Limitless with Bradley Cooper, and he takes this pill, and all of a sudden, like his whole world becomes limitless. That's how I felt when I initially woke up, if you will, came alive around ER Shred. Was this boom? It was like boom. It's like I took this pill, and all of a sudden, I could feel things that I never knew I could feel. I could see things I never knew were there. I could hear things that there was no sound before. I could like connect with people, and I couldn't connect with people before. It all sounds too good to be true. Yeah. But that's where the motivation to start ER Shred came from, was sincere. It was oh my God, what have we discovered? This is insane. This is nuts. This is crazy. And then it kind of became this thing of, will other people feel this, right? Will other people feel this? And so I just remember that first crop of customers. It was so freaking awesome. Like, oh my God, I want to just, like, the first crop of customers a year ago, I just remember when they started waking up, like one by one, they started waking up and coming alive. And all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, they're woke up too. They woke up.
Yeah.
And I remember when Lenny was just like blasting all over the internet, like, oh my gosh, you guys. And then Adam, and then Bob, and then Susan, and Heather, and all of us just one by one. It's like we infect one another positively. And my God, now here's the cool part about ER Shred. The only thing I wanted to say tonight is this one thing. And Jesse, by the way, this was your idea to have this call. It's very sentimental for me, and I just want to express my gratitude. I wish Crystal could be here because she was the person that helped me start ER Shred in the beginning. And I remember Crystal, I was like, I got to do something about this. I got to do something about this. And I remember Crystal was saying, well, we got to help all these people in Isogenics is what we need to do, because we've always loved the people of Isogenics. They're the cream of the crop. They're the best people on earth. And I know that motivation was so sincere and it was pure. And here's what's unfolded as a result. Whereas I thought I knew Bob Sivright before, I really didn't know Bob Sivright. We were associations, and now we're like full-blown brothers. Whereas I thought Jesse Jamnik, I thought we had this mutual respect and adoration for one another, and I hope we did. I certainly had that towards you. And, I did look up to you, and I did respect and appreciate your talents and your skills. And now it's like we're freaking twin brothers, and we like bleed the same blood. Like with Susan, we were always close. It was this kindred thing, but I think on my end, I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. Now I know what it is. I know what it is now. Heather was this sleeping giant. I didn't even hardly know Heather other than I knew who she was, but I didn't know she's such a badass in so many ways. And so I remember, and Adam, same with you, brother, like we were friends, right? We were just friends. But what was the draw, bro? Like, think about it. What was the draw? That's what's so trippy is fate. Fate is such a trip. And when I can't explain things and I don't know how to assign meaning to it, I just put out the word fate. But fate, in my experience, is undeniable. We're all supposed to be here right now. The 6 of us are supposed to be here. Colin is supposed to be joining our board. This board is legit. It is so freaking legit. And the only other thing I wanted to say was, my dad, for years, would mentor me, and he would say, Sean, use people's strengths. I got to tell you, like, it makes sense on the surface, but it's a very hard thing to do in application, is to find out what people's strengths are and then use them for the betterment of the whole. That is a very hard thing to accomplish, and I never did accomplish that. And when I said, and yet here we are doing it. Yet here we are, and we've discovered what one another's strengths are, and we're all offering it up on the table. Like, this is what I got, guys. Take it or leave it. I hope it brings value. Everyone's bringing value. Everyone in the group is bringing value. It doesn't matter who it is. They're all chucking logs on the fire. And I just want to say this because, Bob sometimes, I think it was Bob that sometimes says, Sean had this concept of, your fire's not burning very bright. Come throw your logs on my fire. Well, my fire wasn't burning very bright either, brother. Like, we got to be honest, right? My income was there, but what about fulfillment? What about joy? What about a mission, a purpose, a cause? My fire was dim. And by all of us chucking what we had to offer on that fire, this thing is lit. It's just lit, and it's so fun. So that's what I had to say tonight, Jesse. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, I got a crazy question for you. What we've had a lot of stuff happen, right? A lot of stuff in the community over the year. What has been your biggest, like, what what the hell moment? Like,
Oh Lord.
like what the hell moment? I'll tell you what mine was first. I'll start. Mine actually was pretty recent. It was actually almost 24 hours ago, and this guy with like really long hair and this beard. We were in the middle of the call, and all of a sudden he came back on screen with the freaking cow head on and started mooing, talking about how he show up. That to me was my biggest what the F moment. So here we go again. Since we started,
Here comes the cowhead.
Shed
Oh, no,
down.
you said something else now.
Cowhead tonight.
Oh, God.
I don't have the cowhead tonight, actually, but I can do the splits.
But the shred has age reversed us that we are back to our childlike selves.
Yes.
Here go unicorn onesie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Game on, Susan.
So Heather, what has been your most shocking thing to date?
So it's your fault, Jesse.
Okay, I'll take it.
I remember Sean sending me a Facebook Messenger voice message saying, Crystal and I are sick. Can you cover the call? And I was so nervous. I was like, sure, you're trusting me with your baby, but let me take this call on, right? Whatever. I did remote teaching. I taught 2020 middle school online. I figured I can do a call, right?
Yeah.
And you got challenged to a throwdown from Aubrey about butter.
Yeah.
So here's Sean handing over the call to me, and what starts our call but Jesse eating an entire stick of butter live?
Yeah. Yeah.
And a piece of it dropped out of your mouth. That was my favorite part.
And I was trying to gift, yeah.
Yeah. And let me just tell you guys something, don't ever go to the store for another laxative in your life. If you need like a cleaning of the tubes, just eat an entire stick of butter at one time before you go to bed. And when you wake up the next morning and you have your coffee,
Oh Lord.
That'll do it.
Is it
Lights
over?
lights out. So that's probably that's one of my most embarrassing moments, I guess, throughout the whole year. Another was when I tried to reintroduce salad into my life. My dad and I were hanging wallpaper in this commercial, job. We were in the store, and it was an active store, so customers all day. I could not start pooping myself. I could just not stop pooping myself, and it was so bad. And I learned real quick that what I once used to love and thought was like the healthiest thing ever, salad for crying out loud, like was no longer my friend. We were not buddies anymore. And my dad said, if you ever eat that again, like don't come to work. He's like, so that was fun. But does anybody else have any embarrassing things throughout the course of the year? Come on, don't be shy. I'm talking about my pooping in public. Let's go.
My favorite, I'm just saying, my favorite thing of all time so far, twofold. Mimi's songs, of course, like every song just melts me. Susan look like dressed up in that Renaissance, outfit. And like, I got to tell you something. It was badass enough, but when she started throwing the June food at the trees, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And I kid you not, I've probably watched that. I bet you I've watched that over a dozen times.
Dude, she legit hucked a Diet Coke can at a tree and it flew back. I was like, this is either the coolest thing ever. Somebody slipped me something and I don't know what I'm watching right now. And then I was like, this is so cool that somebody feels so confident that this is what our space provides, right? This is like where it's for everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm still confused about it, but I'm glad it was entertaining and you loved it and watched it so much. But
and then that interview that Bob did, we remember when we dared Bob and he did that entire Zoom with his pants off.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That was funny.
Wait a minute. Is that weird? Should I have pants on? Right
No,
now?
nobody has pants on.
I didn't think so. I thought that was like the prerequisite.
Oh God. What's been your guys' favorite testimonial so far? Can you actually pick one?
It's hard, man.
And listen, don't anybody take it to heart. Listen, we love every single testimonial, and this is not whatever, but can you think like something that was just like jaw dropping?
I mean, I'll just throw out first.
Heidi.
I mean, all of them, right? All of
Yeah.
them.
All of them, yeah, for sure.
The one that for me was the most entertaining to watch, I think, was Lenny. If you go back and look at that, that was a trip. Like, he freaking lit the world on fire. Like that. I mean, he lit up, and then he lit the world on fire. That was something.
I mean, some of these people are losing 15 pounds in 5 days.
Mhm.
Some of these people are, losing anxiety. Some of these people, like myself, are losing pain. It's just all of them are phenomenal in their own right, and so it's kind of hard to pinpoint. But I mean, we're on the right track. This has been just such a great discovery for everyone that has discovered it. And whoever said it earlier in the call, I think it's our job, it's our duty to share it, man. I mean, it's like sharing a fine restaurant, right? Exactly. Oh, that was you. Yeah, exactly. It's our duty. And why wouldn't we, right? I mean, just why wouldn't we?
Yeah. And here's my thought around this too. I can't pick one. But because so many people are empowered to share their testimonial, which is amazing in itself, that we see them coming from all walks of life, we have such a variety of testimonials that we're speaking to everybody who comes in. There's a testimonial that resonates somehow with everyone.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most mind-blowing parts of this.
Yeah.
All
no matter where
ages.
you're coming in from.
Yeah, that's a really important point, Heather. I'm glad you actually brought that up. I mean, I asked it, but I was you can't pick one because everyone is so special because it's yours. And that's the mindset that we teach in ER Shed. You know what I mean? Like, comparison's the thief of all joy. Don't you dare compare. You know what I mean? It robs you of you, and you're already that superhero. And you'll find that out. You'll find that out if you just stick with yourself and just lean on us until you can support yourself with your own kickstand. That's what we're here for. And you're right. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're into. We have such a smorgasbord of a community, and it's so beautiful. It's this beautiful melting pot. I think it's the way life should be done, where everybody belongs, everybody has a place, everybody can find a place. People can support each other with different beliefs, with different visions. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody's still on that same vision, that same mission, and it's cool. And to have that is just, I forgot my train of thought.
I'd like to nominate. I would like to nominate the ER Shred community or group. I mean, that's the biggest surprise to me, because I know that I'd been in this business long enough, 17 years. We used to pull teeth. Please share your testimonial. Take a before and after picture. Make a post. My God, from Mimi to you name it, to all of them, the number of people who are willing to come out and to share their experience. I've never seen organically. I've never seen anything like this in my life. We're not asking them to do this.
Right. And not to cut you off, Bob, but what Heather put up the other day with the analytics of the people that are in ER Shred and actively engaged, right? From 18 to 80, male, female. It's literally everyone.
Yeah.
And, it's 23.4 thousand in the group. And, I haven't looked at analytics lately, but, there's a lot of engagement, which is huge.
Yeah.
Means everything.
And what's also happening is the more that share their testimonials, they're leading by example, more people are feeling confident to share. So it's this snowball effect in a great way.
Yeah.
That the empowerment of sharing your story is just on this snowball effect through this whole community. It's insane.
You can call it the bonfire effect, I guess.
The bonfire effect.
There you go.
I wanted to mention, if each of us was to imagine that you're the hero of your own story. Jesse just used the word superhero. If every single one of us was to adopt a mentality of like I'm in a movie and I am the main actor in that movie. Oh, Lisa, that's beautiful. I'm the actor in that movie, like I'm the main actor, and it's my job to make this a great movie. And part of making this a great movie would becoming a superhero. Everybody, you can be the hero of your own story. Everybody loves a hero. How do you become a superhero? Well, I think that's the cool thing about our culture is people are doing just that. They're becoming superheroes. They're realizing what it feels like to help someone else. And when they do that, it has this, we talk about gratitude. We talk about, a mission, a purpose, a cause. Why does it feel so damn good? It feels even better to do for someone else than it does for yourself. What is that? Like, where does that come from? And if I was to be able to show you a way that you could get that all the time, so that you literally did wake up early in the morning and think, I'm going to go out and I'm the hero of my story and I'm going to be a superhero today and I'm going to go save people. And then when you go to bed at night, as Jesse says, you can't go to bed. Remember how you'd always say that, Jess?
It's hard.
Go to bed.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because you're thinking, I can reach more people. I can help more people. Oh my gosh, did you hear April McLean's story on the call? It freaking blew my mind. I can't even sleep. And so it's just such a fun thing we're all engaged in. And I'm having a hell of a lot of time. I'm having so much fun. I just want to say that. I'm having so much fun with this. I love all of you guys so much. Thanks for everything, everybody.
No, it's
Love it. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, listen, I wanna respect everyone's time. I want to keep it within. We're a little over the hour. My big thing tonight was to come on, to have fun, to chit chat. We dove into some deep stuff. I hope people understand. This is, the board to us. It's not about the boards it's not something crazy stupid like that, like corporate stuff. It's for us, it's more protecting the beautiful integrity of the beauty of what I hope you gathered has become the ER shred of what we tried to share with you, what I tried to pull out for you tonight, through different questions and stories and things. It's one of the most beautiful things that you could really be in. Just the uplifting, positive environment alone has enough to drastically impact and change your life. Never mind if you adapt the health protocols and start to understand the inner workings of your own body and how it works and how you can serve it better and how you can actually work with it instead of against it. I mean, it's just the most beautiful thing ever. So thank you, each and every one of you, every one of you board members, for all the effort, the work, the extra work, the time that you put in that you don't have to put in. I love that in this part of my life, from everything, I can truly say that this is one of the most proudest moments of my life, to be a part of something like this that has such big impact, and to know that it's 100% leading from integrity. It's real, it's raw, there's no BS, there's no spin, there's no marketing ploy, there's no gimmicky shit added. I mean, all the stuff, it's just all wiped clean. You know what I mean? It's one of the coolest, purest things. And because of that, I think it's, look what it's done. You know what I mean? To the lives of so many people. So thank you to each and every one of you guys, for doing what you do. I can't wait to see what happens this next year. Like, I think personally, it's literally going to at least double, if not more. The fire is burning so bright. It's like, when you finally get that fire going, on the campfire, and you got, once those hot coals get on the bottom, it doesn't matter what kind of wood. Like, once those hot coals are there, well, that sucker is so hot, right? That boom, you can spark. It just takes a little bit to just ignite again. And I feel like that's where we're bubbling at now, right? We just kind of scratched that surface. We barely touched it. We found our groove. We're all working well together. We get each other more. We know how to pull each other and work the strengths. And and the beauty that it's having. And I think that's what's going to lead it in. So it's really, really cool to kind of be a part of that. So thank you all. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we have a really, really special call. Every Wednesday is a special call. It's our Shred Your Testimonial call, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have a special song. We have a new song, right, from Mimi, our Heart of ER Shred. She's just such a joy, right? Just having her in your life, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you get to be part of the ER Shred, to have Mimi as part of your life, like, you're welcome. That in itself is worth its weight in gold. And then Thursday, Bob, you got Crystal on. Hopefully she's feeling better by then. Make sure you pop in some zinc and some B12 up in there or something, Sean. But Crystal's on with Bob, and I can't wait for that call. They're going to break down a lot. Every week, guys, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have something for everybody. Again, www.ershredders.com. Anybody else have anything else to say before we go ahead?
The guides are now available on ershred.com, so you don't need to use the biz page if you don't want to. ershred.biz and ershred.com will both give you the coaching guides offline.
Boom. There you go. When I tell you that we literally have everything for you and you don't even have to think, it's one of the reasons why there's so much success with the community, with the people, with everything else you heard tonight. We can go on and on and on. But anyways, guys, we love you all. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you for your time.
Good night, guys.
We'll
Good night, everybody.
on the next year anniversary.
Thank you,
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you,
y'all for
everyone.
putting this
Thank
together.
you,
Take care.
Jesse.